Are Jobble jobs really an easy way to make big money online, or are they a waste of time? My name's Michael, and many of my viewers have recently asked me about this platform, so I decided to take a closer look, and in this Jobble review I will show you both the pros and the cons so you know exactly what to expect and can easily find out if this is the right opportunity for you or not. So when you first come to Jobble, you can see that you can look for both Jobble gigs, so gig economy job or full-time jobs. And you can do it both on the website, or you can use the app that is available for both Android and iOS devices. So it's basically where you go, you search, you can set your own schedule. That's usually how it is with these kind of gig economy jobs. And then you will do a task. Usually it will be in your local area for many of these. But as mentioned, you can also sometimes find full-time jobs where you can earn more, or of course like a full-time job, but then it's an employment. So there are both types of jobs. There's some where you just do it whenever it fits into your schedule. Others where there's a little bit of more of a long-term commitment. And you can see they also show some examples there that some of them look like, for example, you can see $810 for one gig, or for one job, $562 for a restaurant work there. You know, there are many options like this. And then after that, you can get paid. But no, let me show you a little bit more about what type of jobs you can find so you can get a better idea of how that works and how you can find them also. So on the website, you can go to find a job, and then you can get to a search function. And you can also do this inside the app. It actually works a little bit different inside the app. I'll explain a little bit more about this later. But for now, let's just try here to see if you go to the job search. You can, for example, search for a title, or you can search for a specific area. So you would go there and you would search, and then you can see exactly which ones are currently available. You see right now in this local area, or in New York City, there would be 157 jobs available. But there are not that many when you scroll here, but you can then also sort it. So you can, for example, see, okay, if I'm looking for gig jobs there, then you can search for that. And right now, for some reason, it only shows one, but we can try another place then. So I just tried, for example, here to search in LA there, and you can see there are many different jobs, and some of them here you can see this is full-time here. So some of them are like that, and that's where you can then search, for example, part-time, gig, internship, whatever. So for example, here they see like earn with Uber guaranteed there, but this is where it becomes a little bit weird, because then like, why is Uber like showing it here? And then when you click, you're just taken to another actually job site, and then here I have to actually apply on the Uber itself. Then they say like, well, I will get paid by Jobble, but it's not a job I get through Jobble. It's actually just a link to a promotional link to Uber there. So this is a little bit confusing there. And you can also see like it says 19 jobs, but there's only a few showing. And in general, the search function here is not that great, and inside the app it's actually more limited because you can't like sort it the same way, but there are not as many redirect links. What I found on the website is that many of the links that I found is not where you apply on Jobble. It's just a link, for example here, where there was a link to Uber there, or in many cases like other types of jobs where you're just taken to another platform. If you, for example, see, if we click to see here this full-time job here, then I'm taken to the Indeed platform where I need to apply here, and that means like mainly many of these here are just like redirecting you. But there are also jobs where you can find it, like gig economy jobs inside Jobble there. So it's just not very user-friendly compared to many other gig economy or freelance platforms where you can find remote jobs or jobs in general online. But let's talk about the jobs where you, if you're lucky to find ones that you can actually get hired through Jobble, then let's talk about what kind of payment options they offer. So if you look in the FAQ section, they say that you have two options to get paid through Jobble. And they have what they call an Indie card, and this is their own debit card. And then if you get one of those, you can receive the money instantly as soon as the hiring manager, because there's a hiring manager for each job, they say approve the funds. But if you do not do that, then you can see that then typically it will take like 7 business days, and that's also via direct deposit. So I do like that they pay directly into your bank account. But you just need to be aware that it does take some time. You see, it will be 7 business days after the job has ended, and then it will take another 2 to 5 days before the funds will appear in your bank account. And as I also showed, some of the jobs are not actually on Jobble. It's just where you're redirected and then you apply somewhere else. So those seems to be more like sponsored jobs where some are just getting a spot there to get traffic to theirs. Others seem to be jobs where you are actually finding them through Jobble. But I would say that I'm not impressed with the usability of the site and the search functions there, because I've tested like hundreds of ways to make money online, and this is not a very good experience compared to many other options, in my personal opinion. If you have other opinions, other experiences, please feel free to share below. This is just my opinion and experience after having tested hundreds of different ways to earn online, and I'm definitely open to hear other opinions as well, so feel free to do that in the comment below. So to sum it all up, Jobble can be a way to earn, but I find it a little bit confusing because the search function doesn't work that well. Many of the jobs seems to just be links that take you somewhere else. But if you're patient enough to deal with that, there should be some jobs available. I just personally think there are many other better ways to find jobs if you're looking for this type of jobs. For example, if you're looking for gig economy jobs that it also says you can find here, then I have a list of the best gig economy jobs on my website. I'll leave a link to that below, because those, they just make it easier for you to find it, and all of those make it clear inside the apps or websites how to get the jobs. And if you're looking for like these type of full-time jobs, then I will have, for example, something like flex jobs that can give you access to remote jobs no matter where you live. I think that is a better option. I also have a full tutorial about that on my website. I'll leave a link below, then you can go and read about that. But finally, if what you're looking for is an online income where you can work completely on your own terms, then you could also consider starting your own online business. That requires, of course, effort and time to build up, but I know that's possible. I have done that myself, but I also leave a link below to more information about the exact steps I have taken for that. But that's only relevant if you are willing to put in a lot of effort and time to build up something really valuable long term. But no matter what, you can find more information below depending on your preferences. And also, if the video helped you, then make sure to hit the like button, and also don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out next time I release a video with tips and tricks about different ways to make money online.